Welcome back to the Freeway Flippers. I'm Liz. I travel full-time in an RV with my husband Casey, our 2 cats, and our 2 dogs. And I wanted to do this video to help those that are wanting to start their own eBay business know exactly what supplies to have on hand. Obviously, we live in an RV. We don't have a lot of room, but there are essential supplies that we need and we use. Let's get started. Okay, the first supplies we're going to talk about are Scotty Peelers. They come in plastic and in metal. I rarely use the metal one, but this plastic one is definitely something that I use a lot. The Scotty Peelers go really good with Goo Gone. When you buy an item, and we do a lot of reselling where we go to a store such as Ross, Goodwill, Walmart, and the sticker is still stuck on the item when we get it home. Before we photograph the item, we have to get the sticker off. For example, when we go to Walmart and buy something, they put a sticker on the item. Before we can photograph it for eBay, we will need to get the sticker off. There's liquid, and there's Goo Gone wipes. The wipes are really good for once you've taken the sticker off to kind of go back over and make sure there's nothing sticky underneath. Or shoes that you buy at Ross always have a number on the bottom of the shoe that is written in permanent marker. And if you're wondering, it's actually a penny more than the price of the shoe. The wipes work really good to take off permanent marker from the bottom of the shoes, or maybe you have a mark on something that you just want to get off, and these help it. So scuff marks, crayons, anything that's marked on an item, the wipes work really good. Now stickers like this, we use the liquid and we just pour a little bit on top, wait a couple minutes, and then we use the Scotty peeler to then peel the sticker off. That combo works great. And then we're ready to photograph the item. There's some essentials. You definitely need to have tape, box cutter, scissors. So those supplies are essential and very inexpensive. The tape measure is really good to have. I like this one just because it folds up and it's lightweight. Maybe you went to Goodwill, found a pair of jeans that you wanted to measure, like the waist, the inseam, the length. So this tape measure works really good for that. So then once we sell the item, then we will need to ship it. I like to use clear poly bags and poly mailers. The clear poly bags are really good for putting the item inside and just kind of keeping it neat. This is actually what we use to store our items. And then when you ship something, you can ship it in a poly mailer. We like 10 by 13 or 10 by 14, and all the supplies, I'll make sure to leave a link down below so you can check them out. But these are really good to have on hand for if you sell anything less than 1 pound. You can actually ship it first class via the postal service, and these are really nice to have just to mail those items out. Anything above 1 pound for the postal service, they have free priority mailing supplies at the post office. They have medium flat rates, regular flat rate boxes, and we keep just a couple of those on our RV in case we sell something over 1 pound. The last 2 things that we have for our shipping supplies for eBay, after we photograph our items, we actually weigh them. And I use an Accutech scale. We've had it for over 2 years. It's worked great. It's held up. It has a maximum of 110 pounds. After we photograph, we weigh it, and then we actually write on the poly mailer what the weight is. So when we sell it, we don't have to take the scale out again. So this is definitely a good thing to have around. If you sell something, you get a discount from eBay when you ship something out via the postal service, UPS, or FedEx. So you can actually print your own labels. Most people use their printer at home. We don't have the room to have a big printer, so we like to use a Dymo printer, and this one's a 4XL. The reason I like this one is because you can actually print multiple size labels. So this is a 4x6, which is what we use to print for the shipping label. When we sell things on Amazon that we need to print individual barcodes, we actually are able to then switch it out and use the smaller labels. It is pretty expensive. It's definitely an investment. However, it's a thermal printer, which means you don't need ink. In the last 2 years, we've used the Dymo, and all we've had to purchase are the shipping labels, which now there's generic shipping label sizes. You don't have to go with the Dymo labels, and you can save a lot more money because they're a lower cost. But definitely recommend a Dymo printer. In the long run, if you're planning on doing this for a while, it saves on ink costs. We carry just a few things on board, and where we store them on board is underneath the bed is where we keep most of our shipping supplies. Normally people underneath the refrigerator, they have a drawer and they keep pots and pans. We keep our eBay shipping supplies. I hope you learned something today. If you're already selling on eBay and there's something that we didn't cover, make sure you leave a comment below. We're not saying that you should go out and buy everything, but these are just the supplies that we use. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button, and you'll be notified for any videos that we put out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps get the video in front of other people that might be curious about eBay shipping supplies. With that being said, that's all I have for today. Catch you on the flip.